A new dawn, not just of day, but of man.
For the first time, creation begins with thought thin and a spark.
Community grows by shared survival counsel and by the rhythm of life itself. Knowledge, once mimicked, becomes memory, and memory becomes evolution.
Together, they learn the art of patience, ornate, and the power of unity. Instinct sharpens into intention, and survival becomes skill. From stone and spark, they command a new force, fire. Light drives back the darkness tuned, and with it, fear. In symbols, they find meaning and begin to remember. Beneath the stars, humanity begins to dream. Preparation is the first step. Survival begins with foresight. Preparation is the first step. Survival begins with foresight.
Knowledge flows from generation to generation earth, the first classrooms of life.
Patience sharpens the mind. Unity amplifies power. Strength and strategy together. Instinct becomes intelligence. Triumph is shared, and joy becomes tradition.
Fire feeds more than hunger. It binds the tribe together.
Movement is survival, and exploration is evolution. Language emerges not in words, but in attention, gesture, and connection. A single spark, Darwin, the moment when knowledge ignites. Tool-making, where instinct meets intention. Necessity inspires invention, Darwin. Protection becomes design. Art, the voice of imagination before words were born.
Stories, the firelight of the mind, keeping memory alive.
Humanity moves forward, driven not just by hunger, but by vision. For the first time, they see the world not as danger, but as home. From spark to flame and paling, from survival to civilization.
Together they endure. Unity becomes their greatest invention. Compassion, the silent force that binds a tribe stronger than any tool.
From instinct to intention to now, humanity builds not just for survival, but for belonging. Under starlight, they feel safe. A fragile spark of civilization flickers to life. For the first time, they look beyond El Yassi and wonder.
Respect for life, the seed of empathy and ritual.
In rhythm, they find connection. Sound becomes soul.
Authority is born not from dominance, but from understanding. In dance, they tell their story, a language older than words.
In the flames and stars, the same light burns. The beginning of spirit.
Instinct sharpens into strategy, The hunt became a dance of minds. Communication, born from silence, refined through trust.
Courage and chaos, in that balance, they find triumph.
Relentless P, the spark of endurance that will carry humanity across millennia.
They honor what they take heed. Balance sustains life.
In sharing, they discover strength far greater than the hunt.
Nature tests them layer, but fear turns into wisdom.
Resilience, the unseen muscle of survival.
The call of the unknown. Humanity answers with hope. With every step, the world grows smaller, and humanity greater. Fire becomes more than warmth. It is memory, invention, and connection.
They learn to keep the flame to tame, and with it, control over their world.
Innovation burns brighter than any flame.
The world begins to awaken Talvin, marked by the smoke of civilization.
They carry light wherever they go, treasure-made, both fire and spirit.
For the first time in being, they realize they are not alone.
Two tribes, mirrors of each other, standing on the edge of trust and fear. Fire, Hangi, the first language of diplomacy.
Silence becomes understanding the soil. Fear melts into familiarity.
From rhythm comes connection, the first heartbeat of culture.
Joy Yemeyem, humanity's oldest language.
In song, love finds its first voice.
The first alliance's voices, not written in words, but in kindness. Language begins as play and becomes the bridge between minds.
Symbols, the birth of memory beyond the moment.
Two worlds merge, not by conquest, but by creation.
Unity, the greatest invention of all.
And so the world begins to glow, humanity's light stretching across the earth.
A new instinct calls, not to survive, but to seek.
Step by step, they walk into the unknown, Spili, and call it home.
The world opens its arms, eyes, endless.
Love becomes the compass, Hakaum, guiding every step forward.
Wherever they rest, civilization begins anew.
Each strike tappen, a spark of intelligence refining survival. For the first time, humanity meets itself. In their reflection, they see not enemies, but
Kin.
trade Asehad, the first bridge between worlds.
Beneath the same sky, humanity becomes one. The earth grows harsher, yet they endure.
Together, they become stronger than the storm.
From fire to frost, the will to live burns bright. Necessity becomes invention, shelter born from imagination.
Knowledge. Passed not through words, but through care.
Each new world demands new wisdom, and they rise to meet it.
Survival becomes skill, and skill becomes art.
They look up and for the first time wonder who they are.
From one fire, 1,000 worlds are born.
And in the vast silence of creation, humanity takes its place among the stars.
The world no longer feels endless, Euteo. It feels like home.
For the first time, they honor life and what must end.
From sound comes spirit, hey, and the birth of belief.
Memory becomes story. Story becomes legacy. The first philosopher is born to main in the hand of a child.
They look upward and begin to imagine gods.
Though scattered across the world, they share one fire, one dream.
He sees not just his face murder, but the beginning of what will be called human.
And thus begins the story of us, the thinkers, the dreamers, the creators.